the big takeaways from this hugely crucial press conference, the second in 2 days by the armed forces. Number one, the armed forces have confirmed that every single Indian military or Air Force base is intact, operational and ready to continue operations if deemed necessary at short notice. That is a huge clarification coming in from the armed forces, because there's been all sorts of misinformation and rumor mongering over damage to different places in the country, military installations. Number two, the Indian Navy giving us more information at this press conference about its operations. The INS Vikrant carrier battle group that we know was deployed in the North Arabian Sea, we now know officially and on the record from this briefing, had basically started flying its fighters, its MiG-29K fighters, which forced the Pakistan Air Force and Pakistan Navy aircraft to remain confined to the Makran coast of Balochistan. They were not able to fly over the ocean. So that is a huge pressure tactic that was built upon Pakistan. Number three, this is for the first time at this briefing that the Indian Air Force, Army and Navy have revealed pictures of failed Chinese systems, whether it was missiles, whether it was air defense systems, whether it was Turkish drones as well. Imagery was put out officially for the first time so far that was confined to open source and social media. Number four, a large part of this briefing was dedicated to talking about the Indian integrated air defense system, which included indigenous homegrown systems like the Akash and the anti-drone system developed by the DRDO. And this was given a huge amount of attention. Its efficacy and trial by fire has happened.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Finally, of course, the Indian Armed Forces saying that India's offensive posture continues against Pakistan.
Absolutely. I'll just come back to you, Shiv. Well, India has also clearly said, even as there has been a night of calm yesterday, India has also made it clear all military bases, systems, equipment remain fully functional and if needed in future will be ready for operation. My colleague Vishnu Shom also joining us on the broadcast. He is at the NMC where this key press briefing was held. Vishnu, big takeaways from this briefing. India clearly saying what happened on between India and Pakistan, and Pakistan clearly siding with the terrorists. What has happened is Pakistan's fault.
Let me explain to you what exactly took place at this press conference. Now, over the last couple of days, we've been talking about India's airstrikes into Pakistan, whether it's air bases or against terror training hubs. Another key part of this, as important, were India's defenses. Now, India operates an integrated air defense system. It is integrated between the Army, Air Force and the Navy. There were several incoming Pakistani strikes which were thwarted. And at this press conference, there was video evidence and there were photographs of drones and rockets and missiles which were launched by the Pakistanis, which was demonstrated. It is as a result of the successful deployment of all sorts of surface-to-air missiles, of air defense guns, indigenous systems among them, that we were able to thwart the threat which was coming in. Had that threat not been thwarted, then there would have been a lot more damage on the ground, whether in military bases or in civilian areas. It was as a result of India being able to maintain the integrity of our ground resources, our forces, our Air Force on the ground and at our bases, that we were able to launch comprehensive airstrikes on several Pakistani air bases, whether they were cantonment-related radar facilities, command and control hubs, hangars at air bases. Very significantly, while this was brought out in the press conference yesterday, it's a point that needs to be mentioned again, that Karachi, or the cantonment over there, was one of the hubs which was struck. Remember, the attack on Karachi in the 1971 war was something which was, it's a story which is the stuff of legends as far as we are concerned. But there's been another strike on Karachi, and not just that, but other major Pakistani centers as well, not least of all Rawalpindi. One final point before I take anything else you have is that the Director General of Air Operations denied that nuclear sites of Pakistan or sites where they house nuclear weapons were struck by the Indian Air Force, contrary to claims which have been made online.
Absolutely. As you've also been mentioning earlier here, Vishnu, that and this has been reiterated in the press conference here, that Pakistani military bases were also hit. Some damage was also caused to the Pak army bases. But if something major would have happened, well, India was all ready to strike them hard.
Yeah, so I think what the manner in which we need to really summarize this is to explain that, number one, there have been very successful strikes against a series of Pakistani air bases. There have obviously been very successful strikes against the terror hubs, whether in Muridke, in Bahawalpur, in Muzaffarabad, and in several other centers, just some close across the line of control. But beyond that, we were scaling up our attacks. We were progressively escalating our attacks and responding to what Pakistan was doing. Remember, it was never India's intention to escalate further. In fact, on day one, after carrying out our attacks on Bahawalpur and Muridke and those other areas which have been terror hotbeds and the headquarters of the Jaish-e-Mohammed and the Lashkar-e-Toiba, our Director General of Military Operations reached out to his counterpart and said that, look, we have done what we've had to do, and the reason that, and what we need to tell you now is that we don't want to escalate. At that stage, the Pakistanis rebuffed that offer and said that no, there would be a Pakistani response. But it was that Director General of Military Operations who then called up his Indian counterpart 2 or 3 days later and said, no, let's get into a ceasefire situation. The bottom line the government believes is that it was because of the success of India's strikes on Pakistani air bases that Pakistan arrived at that conclusion.